My name is Noah, and I'm joined by my friend and collaborator, Rami.
Hello.
We are the hosts of Voices Unearthed, a weekly, hour-long show inviting underground artists of all disciplines to share stories, techniques, and advice about their respective industry.
Tune in right here on Spirit Live Radio. Thanks.
See ya.
Yup,
Nice.
it's time. It's time. Welcome back to another episode of Voices Unearthed.
Yeah, man, what an intro. How you doing today, man? Happy Monday.
Hey, happy Monday to yourself.
Happy Monday. Maybe you should get yourself a root beer.
Oh, no. Today's Milkshake Monday.
Oh, my bad, gang. Yeah, no, it is Milkshake Monday. If you're out there on this cold, windy March afternoon, about to be spring in a couple of days, get yourself a cold milkshake to really seethe in that frostbite.
That's crazy. Wow. Okay. Happy
Guys,
Milkshake Monday, everybody. Make sure
yeah.
y'all get yourself a milkshake.
Absolutely,
y'all got milkshakes?
guys, and of course, welcome back to the best show on Spirit Live. I'm gonna say it right now. We're up for a Tara Award. Welcome back to Voices Unearthed,
Yes,
guys.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Do you think,
Ooh.
will we win? Who knows?
We'll see. Dear old Rami over here submitted us for a Tara Award, which in the podcasting TMU world is like.
Basically the
Oscars?
Grammys. It's pretty much a Grammy.
It's pretty much the Grammys, yeah. And pretty much we're up for a Grammy for our best podcast. Isn't that crazy? We've been on the air for like 2 years maybe, and like we're already up for best.
We're basically up there with my personal favorite
You gonna
podcast.
say Joe Rogan?
I was about to make the joke.
Beat you to it.
Oh, I love Joe Rogan. Please, Joe Rogan, keep talking about nonsense no one cares about. Please.
Well, there goes us getting on that podcast.
I don't care. All right, before we get it started, I want to drop a quick little disclaimer for y'all.
Yes, sir. The best part about the episode. The show. This is why we're up for the Tara Award, guys. Let's go.
The opinions expressed in. Just give me a sec.
Hit it.
The opinions expressed in Voices Unearthed are individual and are not necessarily representative of Spirit Live or Toronto Metropolitan University. Thanks. Thank you for listening. That was me spazzing like a robot.
Wow, that was like the best read we've had for it. Nice. Guys, as you can see, we're off to a great start today. Guys,
Sorry.
our guest is on her way. I'm not going to say who it is, but by the title, you'll probably know who it is. And she's going to be sitting right over there.
Empty chair right now.
Empty chair, guys. Yeah,
I'm so excited for our guest to come today.
Yes, sir.
She's a very talented artist that we're going to talk a little bit more about once she walks through the door.
Absolutely.
But for now, I wanted to ask a little update from my co-host in the right here, Noah. What artistic practices have you been pursuing lately?
Ooh, what artistic practices? Well, I guess we said it on the episode that's not going to air last week because we just had difficulties. But I landed a pretty big project a couple weeks ago. Can't say what it's for.
What is it? What is it?
I can't say what it is. I can't.
Can you at least give us a hint?
No,
hintsy
no,
poo?
no. It was just for something pretty big, and it'll be on a screen near you. And
I'm so excited.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what's going on. I don't know. But yeah, man, it was my first big one, and so it was like a very fast process. I auditioned for it. Got the call back, went in for that, and like a day later got the email from my agent saying you booked it, and so that was a really good feeling, man. It's definitely been crazy out here for actors considering the strike and the beginning of the year. It's kind of slow, so when I got that and it hit, it felt good, and I filmed it. It was a great experience, and can't wait for you guys to see it.
I'm so excited, bro. I'm so excited.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
It's gonna be awesome, guys.
Yeah. How about you, man? What's going on with the Romster?
Lately I've been trying to get back into my DJ arc. I got a little gig on Friday, so I've been trying to get my little DJ thing going. Spin a little bit. It's a little embarrassing when I be practicing on my own and I kind of low key mess up a transition and it just sounds super offbeat and I'm like, oh well, I'm glad it's just practice because I don't want nobody to hear it. It's all part of the process. I just have to trust that I'll do well in the moment. I have some experience with it, but DJing is really fun. It's a big passion of mine, and I'm excited to give it a try. If y'all are looking for DJs, please reach out to the Voices Unearthed Instagram. By the way, we on Instagram.
We on Instagram, yes, guys.
Totally forgot to talk about that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we have like so many updates for you guys podcast-wise. Do you want to jump into it? Or
no, why don't you let us know what's going on, man?
Yeah, man. So, thanks to my friend Winter Skies, she gave me this idea, which I was sort of thinking about already, but he sort of like pushed me to, make these shorts from our podcast. We get like the best clips from the podcast and put some captions on them and just like put them out for more of a public guy to see and really get the ball rolling. And so we created this Instagram account. The handle is, I believe, just Voices on Earth. It'll be in the description below. And yeah, we're just gonna be posting clips from there for you guys to get a sense of what's going on, for newcomers to come and see it from an outside point of view, and hopefully watch all the episodes. And that's really exciting. It's really exciting. I've been making all these clips and going through all the episodes, and yeah, man.
I'm mad excited, bro.
Yeah.
If y'all are ready to see some awesome clips made completely authentically with no help from any artificial intelligence, then you will tune in.
That was really specific. Yeah.
Yeah, no. What are you talking about? We don't edit our clips with AI. We have artistic integrity.
Yeah,
I promise. Nah, okay, real talk. It's kind of difficult to be editing clips like super fine-tuned and everything.
It is, yeah. I wanted to hire an editor, and I still do. We just don't have the money to hire an editor.
We literally don't.
But
what do you think of what do you think about using AI in arts? What's your take on that?
I like when it first started to be to really take off, I was heavily against it. I kind of still am, because
I think it depends.
It does depend. I think, from an actor's standpoint, like using AI generated like people to act, I don't agree with at all. At all. Like, acting should be done by real people in a real moment in a real place. You know what I'm saying? Nothing about a genuine performance from an actor should be a computer. That's just ridiculous.
I think, but I think that AI should not be used as a replacement.
Yes.
Of art, like it should not be used to replace artists' contributions, but it should be used as a tool. You know what I mean? It should be used as a tool.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is AI. I know it's computer generated, but back in 2016 when a movie called Rogue One came out, there were two actors that they had to, create digitally, Grand Moff Tarkin and Princess Leia, because they were is Keira here?
No, I'm just taking my headphones off.
Okay. Yeah, so when Rogue One came out, the actor who played Grand Moff Tarkin in A New Hope back in 1977 has unfortunately passed away. And so they wanted to include him in some capacity in the movie. And so, they just got a stand-in actor to, perform. But then in post-production, they digitally animated Grand Moff Tarkin's face on this double. And it looked pretty convincing. And, I guess the actor did a good job with the voice and the delivery. And then I think there was a cameo at the end with Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher, who I don't think at the time she had passed away, but the character in the canon at the time was really young, and so they had to do the same thing, and it looked really good. And so from that perspective, sure, if you want to don't want to recast and be true to what made the original character, then sure. I mean, it worked for what it was, but I just don't think creating an original performance is any good. I don't think so. I think,
yeah, it can be used as a sort of means of assisting a performance, maybe as an accessory. You know what I'm saying? I feel like in music, for example, you can use AI to help with mixing and mastering, but it should not be used to replace the role of an engineer. It should be used as a tool that the engineer can use. I was talking to a friend about this last semester. She was doing interviews for an AI class, and she made that point, and I thought it was really interesting. And that's what you just got to be doing. You got to make sure you're using AI not as a means of replacement, but as a means of support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's where stuff I think there's actually this one editing software that comes in handy where it's say we just recorded a podcast raw without the equipment we have here, just cameras and mics, etc. You plug it all into Premiere Pro, let's say, and then I think there's some sort of software that cuts the podcast for you. On Premiere Pro. You don't have to do anything. It just cuts camera to camera to camera to camera based on where it thinks it should cut at. And I've seen it happen so many times, and it's such a necessity because a lot of people like in our position, don't have an editor or have the money to get an editor. And editing is a lot on top of all the content creation that we do on top of it. And so for that reason, a program like that is very beneficial.
That's right.
In that regard, yeah.
That's right. I think it's very integral in that sense.
Yeah, man. I think there's benefits and there's not benefits, and I don't know where I lie. I'm definitely against it in the acting world for sure.
What do you think about it's not completely unrelated, but I was thinking about, you were talking about Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'll leave it up to Noah to bring up some nerd shit.
Okay.
But
Sure.
what did you think about that awesome scene at the end of the sixth one where they put Anakin in that last scene?
Oh, like,
they replaced the actor.
Hayden Christensen as
Yeah.
opposed to I mean I don't know. You could I guess that's more of like a Star Wars nerd topic more than like an AI computer generated.
Yeah,
thing.
I just wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, like as a fan, like where do you lie? Like do you want to see Anakin as like an older guy being redeemed?
No.
Or do you want to go back to Hayden Christensen when because that was, I guess, before he had turned to the dark side. That was the last time he was ever.
Yeah, it was like
pure and,
he
like, a
was
Jedi.
like legit.
Exactly.
So yeah, I was like, plus he's a handsome guy, so I was like, handsome guy.
Very.
Not to say the old dude wasn't handsome, but I don't remember what the old dude looks like.
No, me neither. And that's sad because I mean, like I'm not sure if he's still alive because the movie was like 1983, so I don't know if he's still with us. But like from that regard, it's like, man, you just cut like his screen time in half, like it's like, okay, he had like one scene where like the helmet was taken off, but then after that, like it's nothing. What do you want, buddy?
Oh, lift that.
Oh, for sure, buddy. And then I guess it made room for him to make his return in the Ahsoka series.
Oh
Hayden
yeah.
Christensen.
He came back in that?
Yeah, man.
I haven't seen it. I lost my Disney Plus subscription.
You lost your Disney Plus. I mean, I don't blame you. If anything, I go on Disney Plus just to watch Star Wars related stuff or the occasional Family Guy watch.
Oh, really?
If I'm being real, yeah.
I've been getting into BoJack. You seen BoJack Horseman?
BoJack. I tried to get into that. I think the first season just didn't hit for me.
The first season is like it gets kind of like complex, and it's a little bit like you gotta like lock in. But I was like, especially the second half of it, I really loved it, and I just got into it. I'm on like season 4 now.
Really?
Yeah, I really
Dang.
I like Mr. Peanut Butter, but I had some people spoil it to me that he turns out to like be kind of a weird guy. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Like weird guy. How?
I don't know. Like I thought he was like so nice and chill and stuff. The dog, right? The blonde dog.
Yeah.
But apparently it's apparently some stuff that happens later in the show. And I'm like, now every time I see him, I'm like, I know he's gonna do something bad.
Please don't. You just like are like trying to stop him. Like it's like Dora. You're like trying to talk to the screen.
Wow.
Please don't.
I just
don't
banged
do
on the
it.
TV.
Hey, don't
Stop!
make that decision. Don't.
Don't do it. I like you as a character.
Oh, I love your character development. Don't go this way. Yeah, it do be like that, man.
Yeah. Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about some of the music you've been listening to lately?
Some of the music I've been listening to, honestly, man, and I talked about this with a friend of mine. I have fallen off with the music industry a bit. I think.
What does that mean?
I just, for those of you who do not know, we had a podcast back in the day called Surface Dwellers. Surface Dwellers, where we talked about underground music, and it's like we sort of took what we did there and brought it over here, but we're doing it much better nowadays with like guests and people, and like we actually do our research and stuff like that, so that's better. But back in the day, is our guest here?
I think our guest might be pulling up right now.
Oh my gosh, go get her, man. I guess I'll finish this thought by saying, I don't really pay much attention anymore to the music industry. I don't know. I just kind of lost interest in a lot of the music.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about it all, but I guess we can talk about it when our guest arrives. Oh, I'll stall for a bit, buddy. He's telling me to stall. I'll stall as long as I want to, guys. So I think one of the things I also wanted to talk about, guys, was our plans for the podcast throughout the summer. I am thinking of building a studio. I'm going to build a studio in some capacity in my home, perhaps, and just have like a little chill vibe. Less like studio-esque and more just like a comfy area with some mics, a couple cameras, and all pre-recorded. So I think I'm going to start that project soon, and hopefully we can just like continue it in the summer because I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I really don't. And so I think there's something here with the show, and I really like doing it. Rami likes doing it as well. I can't really speak for bro right now, but yeah, man, I'm really excited to continue this journey, and stay tuned for some clips, guys. The clips are coming. Editing some right now. Maybe on AI, you'll see. But yeah, no, it's an interesting process, man. It's very interesting. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about the music industry right now. I'm not crazy about it. I'm just not. Like in my younger age, I really didn't listen to music all that much, and then I got to high school and then listened to a bunch of music, and then along the way, I just was like, there's a lot of just redundancy in like some of the artists that are coming out, and I just lost interest. And I think everyone in the industry right now is incredibly talented, and they obviously got to the position that they're in right now because of how talented and hardworking they are. 100%. It's just not for me. Maybe the sound isn't for me. That's like the main genre of sound that's happening right now. It just isn't for me. But I do be listening to a lot at the gym. I do be listening to a lot of hype stuff at the gym. Drop some hype tracks in the comments below for those who actually comment below, which is next to none. I don't even know where Rami is right now with our guest. Oh, there. Hi. There they are. Here, I'll flash to these guys coming in right now. Can I get it? I got the camera on you guys right now. Yes, sir. Hey.
This is
Hi. Nice to meet you, Noah. Nice to meet you too. We finally got her in. You can
take whichever seat.
You mind actually sitting in that way? Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. Woo! Thank you. I stalled for quite a bit.
You
did?
So
proud of me. Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't wait to watch it back.
Yeah, dude, it's actually awesome. I talk about music and everything else.
You mind just doing a quick mic check real quick?
1 2 1 2.
Can you press the on button on your console right there? Oh, yes, microphone. Try now.
Check.
Yes, sir. We're picking you up right now.
In the building. Guys, we got her. I have an intro for you without further ado. Making waves in the Toronto R&B scene, the On The Rise artist has just released her new EP entitled No Regrets, possibly her own clothing brand, which we'll get into, and performing at the unsanctioned event on March 30th. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Keira Rose. Let's go. Woo! Yes.
Yeah.
I have to ask because it's such a nice name. Is Keira Rose your stage name, or is it like your actual name?
My stage name.
Your stage name? Because it's very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
Not to say that your actual name won't be as nice. What is your actual name?
My name's Mokira.
Mokira?
Mokira?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, very
nice.
cool. Very cool.
Thank you.
What made you think of Keira Rose? What was the thought process
Like,
there?
I always just went by Kira by short, for short. And then when I got confirmed, we had to like pick a saint. So mine was Saint Rosalima, so I just been going with that.
Very nice.
It wasn't a stage name at first. It was just like my Christian name.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But then it was just like you just happened to just why not, right?
It
Put it out
worked.
there. Cool. Yeah, I know.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What inspired you to start going down this path of artistry? Is that a word? Artistry?
I guess like art would probably make more
Arts,
sense.
of creative pursuits.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm coining it now. Artistry.
Artistry.
Nice.
Yeah, you invented that word, man.
let's
Nice
go.
one.
Yeah. So just tell us about yourself. What got you on this path?
So I first started singing in 6th grade. First of all, I wanted to do something for talent show. You know, I started with dance, and they were like, no. And then I was like singing, and they were like, wow, you're so good. And then I was like, oh, I'm good. And then I started just singing since then. And then during quarantine, I recorded my first song on my phone out of just like, you know, testing stuff out. My friend inspired me a lot. He was like, because I used to just sing. Like, we'd be on FaceTime, I'd be like humming something and be like, yo, you should record that. And so I did. And that was 2019.
Damn.
Yeah. And so now I'm just pursuing. You know?
Nice.
Just going for it.
Yeah.
You said you made the song on your phone. What was the app that you did it on? Was it like BandLab or something?
Yeah.
No way.
Nah,
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I remember like everyone back in the day was using like it had like I think it's still being used, but like it definitely
I
like
still
made its
love it.
wave. It's come up back in like 2019, 2020.
It's pretty crazy. You can make music on your phone now.
It is crazy, man.
That's
It
so
is.
nuts. Did you use like a Bluetooth mic or something? or?
No. Just use my voice memos.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
And you could like mix it to sound like clean and stuff in the app?
Yeah, honestly,
Really?
it's the first song I have out on SoundCloud. It's not that clean.
Oh well,
It's not that clean,
it's
but-
as clean as you can make it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it works though. I like the rawness of it.
That's awesome. Wow, that's really cool.
I was gonna say because I guess while we're on the topic of your first song, I had like a Nardwuar game plan where I was just like guess the lyrics, and I was gonna
Nice,
say
nice.
past attempts have broke my heart, but you fixed me unwillingly. Now I've fallen for
Yes.
you all over again, but you didn't mean to drown me in. So
That is the first song.
that is the
That's
first
On
song.
To You.
On to you. Yeah, you
Yeah.
released that May 28th, 2020.
Yeah.
Sort of like in the pandemic in
Yeah.
that sense. And it was, out of all the listens, which I think my favorite by you is L's.
Ooh.
Else was a really good one.
Good
And I
one.
wanted to ask about the beat on that particular one.
Yes.
Because it's like when I first heard it, it wasn't like a sample of like I thought it was like like when like a car opens or it's like starting. It's like doo 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 doo. If that makes any sense to you
yeah,
whatsoever,
it does make sense.
a bit.
You know what? I'm gonna have to ask about that beat.
You should because
Yeah.
I was like what like what is this sample? I don't even know if it is a sample or if
I
it's-
have
yeah,
no idea. It
yeah.
might be. The dude who made it, his name's Ross Argo. He's a really great, talented guy.
Shout out.
Yeah, you should tap into his music.
Absolutely.
His beats are so.
You say his name is
Ross. He goes by Argo.
Oh,
on
cool.
platforms. Yeah.
Argo.
What was the I guess jumping back to your first song real quick, Onto You, what was do you mind talking about the inspiration behind that? Was there a story there, or do you want to
No,
just
yeah, we can still get
Yeah.
into it. I went to boarding school.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Where was the boarding school
I
at?
went to boarding school in Kenya.
Oh, damn, that's far.
Yeah.
Was like all girls, all boys, or
No,
just
it was
mixed in?
mixed.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
so
okay.
there we go. Like I had this crush on this guy, and like he ended up like, so it's boarding school, mind you, right? So like if you have a fling, like the whole school knows. about
Right,
it.
yeah,
You
it's
know, like
very
we sit together at
enclosed.
dinner time and all that beautiful stuff. And like I remember this one time, like I came into lunch and he was sitting with another girl, and that was like the most mind blowing shit ever. And I was sad about it for a couple days, and then I made a song about it.
What how old were you when you went to boarding school?
I would have been 16.
16?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. How long were you in Kenya for? Just for the duration of boarding school, or?
I was there for 2.5 years, so like grade 10 to like the end of grade 11 type stuff,
I
if
see.
that makes sense.
Were you working on music while you were there?
Yeah, that's where I started. So that's where I made my first song.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Was that where you made your first couple? Because I noticed that like you dropped like a few of them like around the same time.
Yeah.
Like I had the names, I promise. Ride or Die, Suddenly, Distractions, because they all had like the same
Yeah,
cover
that was like
arts.
I say it was like my first run.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You
yeah,
know?
makes sense.
Was it supposed to be in like a body of work, or kind of just singles that were
Yeah.
spaced out?
Honestly, like when I first started music, it wasn't it wasn't as intentional as it was now. I didn't have the platform, I didn't have the mindset. I was just doing it for me. And so I think the way that it went was just honestly how it made it. Like how I was doing it, how I was flowing with it. There's only like another 3 songs that I made in that time frame. And they all sound relatively like, composed at the same kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made them all on my phone too.
That's crazy because they all sound again like they all sound pretty well done.
Yeah.
I mean, like which goes to show like you and your skill, and I guess the app skill as well. For what
you
it
get
is.
better at using BandLab.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, how would you categorize your sound? Would you say it's like R&B fused with something else, or like because every artist kind of has their own definition of the genre that they're working
Yeah,
in?
facts. I like to say R&B. I don't know. Like I feel like alternative is a good one. Like bedroom pop maybe sometimes.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I feel like especially the past 2 years I've been very like versatile. I've been going down a lot of different avenues, so I can claim the neo soul and I can claim the rap. Yeah, proud to say that.
Nice.
Let's go.
Who are your biggest musical influences?
That's a really good question.
Like, who did you listen to that kind of translates into your music, basically?
Janae Ayoko.
Janae
Ooh.
Aiko.
1,000 billion %.
Fire.
She's
Yeah.
she has a
She's
very
so
nice
talented.
voice.
Oh my gosh, her
very
voice is
heavenly
amazing.
voice.
Right?
Beautiful. Yeah.
That's cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. she's
What
really
about
good.
like what about like also some rappers as well, or
You know who I fuck with a lot? Sorry, can I cuss on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah?
Okay. I wasn't make sure.
Ogeezy is
Geezy, the
yeah.
dude from Shoreline Mafia?
Yeah, Shoreline
Oh,
Mafia as a
wow.
whole. Like they're I fuck with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just listening to what's that really big one that they did?
It's a Netflix and show.
No, just that really. This ain't a Millie Rock. This some money dance. What was that
Game
one?
Behind, is that not?
Dance?
Yes,
Is it Bands? I was just listening to that yesterday. I realized
yes.
it took me back to like high school. I haven't listened to it since like high school.
Yeah.
You vibe.
Yeah. They were so popping in like when I was in the 10th grade. Like
Yes,
everybody
yeah.
was bumping it. Oh my god.
Jesus. Yeah, no. That's
Yeah.
wow.
We saw that like aside from your music stuff, you also do a couple performances here and there. You
Yes.
performed at Soundgasm's Sound Sessions on September 2nd last year, among other performances as well. What was your favorite performance, I guess, of all the ones that you've done?
Honestly, I think the most recent one I did at Music Fest was my favorite.
Music Fest?
Yeah, Cover Art Daily hosted that. It was really nice.
Crazy.
I've definitely been like building up on my confidence and like my, just free willingness on stage. So the more recent performances I've had have been the best. Soundgasm #1 was definitely like very pivotal for me though.
Soundgasm?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. How did you get tapped in with them?
How did I get tapped in? The dude who hosts, his name's Roberto, and he goes to York.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was enrolled in York. So I guess he just seen me online type stuff, and he had been on the second sound sessions, and he hit me up, and he was like, do you want to do this? And I was like, fuck yeah. Yeah.
That's so cool. That's awesome. And
What did you take away from that experience just because of how, like you said, it was so pivotal to you as a performer and maybe as a musician entirely? So what was some lessons you took away from that experience?
You know what? I think I would say just to be myself, because I used to like look to other people to learn how to perform, but like with my music, I have to perform it in my own way.
Absolutely,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
like I'd want to like hit a little vibe, but it's like Els isn't really like that. You have to be a little more melodic, a little more like savvy with it. So definitely it was a learning experience.
No,
for
for
that.
sure. Yeah, no, you can't listen to or you can't compare yourself to others. You can't like just take what other people are doing because that's what necessarily works for them. And I guess it's just about finding out what works for you as a performer and everything you want to do. And so it's a learning process for all of us in like whatever performance you do. I know you've had a few performances now. You're still kind of learning.
Oh, yeah?
What
yeah,
to do.
no, I think the last performance that I had was so crazy. Like that one
Yeah.
was so much fun. But yeah, it's all a process, like learning from like I think I was so glad that when I went into my last performance, I just ran up on stage and all the floodlights just blinded me. And I was just
That's
like,
beautiful.
okay, nobody else is there. Nobody else is here.
I don't see anybody
Except for my
It's just
girlfriend.
me. Yeah,
It
literally.
was
yeah,
just my
yeah.
girlfriend. And then
You just
I
saw
did-
your girlfriend. You didn't see us.
I did see you guys.
Okay, yeah,
I
fair.
just like, but like my focus was like, I see my girlfriend right there. And then I was like, I did that last song where I gave her the flower. And that was my whole brain was focused on that one moment. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
I
So
love it.
thank you. Yeah, no, that's kind of like, that was what it was like all about. Just, being in the moment. That's what, like,
Yeah.
don't get into your head. Just go up on it and have fun. We've seen you on here, like, we don't actually know that much about your background, your Spotify, Apple Music, which Noah's going to get to in a second. But
Ooh.
I wanted to ask, I've seen you posted up on like social media with like DJ equipment sometimes. Do you also DJ?
Actually, no.
No?
I don't. I just.
You just happen
Yeah.
to be around
Yeah.
DJs?
Yeah, a
Oh,
lot.
that's cool. That's cool.
Just a
Yeah.
vibe, you know what I mean?
Just a
Yeah,
little vibe.
just a little vibe. Yeah, it's
No,
like
I want to start though for sure.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you DJ?
come
Something like
on,
that.
come on.
It's
Talk your shit.
amateur,
Let's go.
amateur.
Yeah.
It's amateur,
Come on.
amateur DJ stuff.
Dope.
But Noah was wondering, why don't you about the Apple Music and Spotify?
Well, because again, like just
yeah,
because
fair.
when I was doing a bit of research, I like would go on SoundCloud because I think that was what you had in your your bio, and I listened to all your songs on there, but I couldn't find you on Apple Music or Spotify.
Yes.
Is there? And I don't want to be like, why aren't you on Apple Music and
No, it's
Spotify?
okay.
But at the same time, why aren't you on Apple Music and Spotify?
Yeah, I'm wondering that too.
yeah.
Honestly, I've just been taking it slow. When it comes to like the production of my music, I always wanted my production to be really good before I went on all platforms. Same with like cover art. I want to have like my first music video, like all this kind of stuff. I want to have it enrolled.
Like a whole like rollout experience.
Yeah. you know,
So it's like, oh my gosh, who is this? What's going on? Yeah.
When I was most stressed about not having all streaming platforms, it was definitely in that phase where I was like comparing myself and looking to other people. But then when I step back again and I'm like, okay, what am I on right now? That's how it's going.
Do
for
you
me.
find that being SoundCloud exclusive is an obstacle for getting like garnering a platform, garnering a fan base, because I found that SoundCloud, unfortunately, like I would say 5-6 years ago, SoundCloud was the space to go to discover new music, to discover
I wish it
upcoming
still was,
talents.
bro. I think if you know what you're doing, I don't know. Like I just think if you listen to SoundCloud right now, like you're locked in. You know what I mean? Like it's still a thing. Like people who don't listen to SoundCloud right now, I'm like, why not?
Bro, I've been like trying to get back into like using SoundCloud. I don't know what they did, but it's an ad that plays every 2 songs.
Oh my gosh.
Every 2 songs,
gosh.
there's an advertisement. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, that is annoying.
But you know, that's not to say that like artists still don't come out of SoundCloud. I think
They do.
There was like a higher wave of it. Like, you know, you got like your X's, your Trippie Redd, Uzi, Juice WRLD, etc.
Exactly, yeah.
And so and those guys just popped off, and that was just their time. But it's not like, you know, the SoundCloud era is completely dead. It's definitely not it's not as poppin' as it used to be.
There's
but,
just
like,
such
there's
a
still people coming out of it.
There's such a that's what I'm saying, but like it's also really like it's sort of like it over time the way that we have shifted from like SoundCloud to all streaming services has sort of made it harder for small artists to get their footing in the industry. You know what I mean?
Which sucks, yeah.
You know,
because,
like you have to. It's like a pay to win situation. You have
Yeah.
to pay to get your music out there. When with SoundCloud, it was perfect. You upload it for free, and people can hear your stuff, and you don't have to take that risk without the reward. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
Everything's like pay now.
yeah, like it's everybody. Like the smallest artists will be on Apple Music and Spotify, spending like $30 a year.
See, I don't want to do all that.
You know, it's annoying.
But
I mean,
that's
it's annoying.
another thing.
That makes sense,
That's
money,
a
yeah.
big thing, actually. I didn't want to say, but
No, it's a huge
No,
thing.
you know, and honestly, the thing with SoundCloud I really appreciate is like, I don't know, like it feels personal, like it feels really, really personal, and it's nice to see like who's like actually in it to listen to my music. I don't know, I haven't done no streaming platforms, so I don't know how it is with analytics and like really tapping in to see like what's going on with your songs, but when it comes to SoundCloud, I think it's really cool to see people comment. It's really cool to see like people repost your songs. Like it's really nice to gauge like what is good with my music and like, you know.
Yeah, that is true. I guess like that's like the downside to the mainstream platforms is like you see all like I guess you still get analytics like, oh, I got this many plays and I have this many listeners, but like, do these people like my stuff or they're just tuning in for one song and then cutting? And I guess when I was looking at your stuff, like it was like comments galore. Like everyone was like, the slaps keep going and da 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 da. So I guess from that regard, it is like a YouTube sort of thing where you can like track like people leave comments and are telling you feedback or
That's the good thing
boosting
about
you up,
YouTube.
you know? Yeah. So. That I get. That I get. And I also get wanting to fine tune and perfect what you know your sound is and everything before you go mainstream. And so yeah. That I get. That was like a question I just had when I was doing it. I was like, I can't find her because I found like a couple other Keira Roses and I was like, this is not you. Not at all.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. When I was like, there was one point where I was like about to do my all streaming platforms and I seen another Keira Rose and like she wasn't there before. Like it was like the same week.
Wow.
That, like, I
That's
thought
so
about it.
frustrating.
I know. I was like, ain't no
They
way.
have it out for you. Like
Yeah, literally.
like literally. Jesus.
Doing the whole like where you get like this sort of individualistic aspect to your artist platform is so hard because it's like you think of a name and it's like this is a perfect name and somebody already has it. You know, but I mean like just stay like if Keira Rose works for you, just stay true to it, you know?
It
like
is nice, yeah.
You know, I'm sure there's a lot of artists out there that all have the same name, but like the one that like, you know, really popped off, like it just worked for them.
That's
you know,
what
so
I'm
you just
saying.
gotta keep chasing it.
Yes, like when you do go mainstream, you're just gonna blow every Keira Rose out of the water, and it's just gonna be you.
What was what was it like putting together your debut EP, your No Regrets EP?
Oh my gosh, I feel like people are gonna hate to hear this, but it was kind of like it was so spontaneous, I should say, like impulsive almost. Like I've been like since I started dropping this year, cause like last year I went for a crazy run. Like I was like in studios every weekend, every day, like made a bunch of songs, and so now I'm kind of like almost like at a clearance point. You know, where I'm like, okay, this song isn't mixed and looks like I'm not getting it mixed. And so I'm just going to drop it. And so that EP was like a collective of songs that I made in June. You know, same kind of vibe with like the songs that I made way back then, you know, a little time capsule of music.
Right.
And yeah, so I picked my favorite songs. I picked the ones that went good together and then I picked the order and then I thought of the cover art which was more complex. But then I was like, honestly, I think that the simpler vibe is nice. I almost went with literally just brown, too. Like
Just brown.
yeah, just brown without the no regrets.
How did you make the cover? Did you make it in Photoshop?
In PixArt.
No way.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Like
Everything on my
on
phone.
your phone, everything.
Everything's
Just,
under.
Everything.
and it's you just got the brown cover with the no regrets
Oh yeah.
logo right there.
Get
It's
a
just
zoom
a
in
little
on that.
thing.
Let's
Can you
go.
zoom in?
Yeah, I got
Can
you.
you
I
zoom
got
in?
you. I got
Oh,
you. Yeah.
cool.
Closer,
stuff.
closer.
Okay,
Closer.
okay.
Closer.
Okay. You see that, guys?
Closer.
You see that? I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna rack focus.
Can you rack focus?
Yeah,
What
I
does
got
that
you.
even? Oh, I remember what that
You know what that means?
Yeah,
Come
kind
on,
of. Like,
man.
not
You're a-
really.
You're a film student. There
I'm
we go.
li-
There we go.
Like sort of. There we go.
No regrets.
Very nice cover. Very
Yes.
simple though. You
Very
know, it's,
simple,
but
yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's sometimes simplicity is good.
Simplicity is
Yeah.
good. Like especially when you're just itching to like put out some music. Like sometimes it's just like I just want to put out some music. Let people hear my sound, and just go from there. Honestly,
Yeah,
like the more
exactly.
exposure you put on yourself, the better. I think.
Yeah.
What would you
It's-
say is? Oh, sorry.
No,
Continue.
sorry. I was just gonna say it's releasing. Like it's very like, when
Yeah.
you drop some music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
You just
finally
kind of
got
get it out
yeah.
there. Yeah, no, that's so gratifying to
Yeah,
like
exactly.
finally be working on something and to just have it out, have it
Yeah.
released. It's such a gratifying feeling.
I know you're dealing with that with
Oh my God.
with your project.
Yeah. Oh my God, man. Like,
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask you guys. So do you also make music?
I did.
yes, he does.
No. No,
Nice.
no.
I don't want to hear the excuses.
I did. I mean, it's kind of taking a backseat right now. I'm an actor, so I'm
Okay.
taking that more seriously. I guess when I find some stuff, because the issue for me was like I just didn't have anything to write about anymore, and so I was like, okay, maybe I'll come back to it when I have stuff to write about.
Cool.
But and then yeah, just acting is the passion. I'm just gonna go for that, and
Yeah.
like maybe come back to it when I feel is necessary. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Me and him used to have a band where we wore like
Ooh.
orange masks and we like we made like mosh pit music.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
it was
like
so- it was
ski masks?
orange ski masks.
Orange
Yeah.
ski mask.
They were like crochet.
Crochet. Yeah.
Orange
yeah,
crochet
they
ski
knitted,
masks.
Yeah.
That was so crazy, man.
What
That-
was the band called?
It was called Orange Lore
Yeah.
because they were
Wow.
orange, like bright
Orange
orange.
Lore.
That was so much fun. But yeah, no, we don't do music together like that no more.
No.
But that's okay.
He hates me.
Yeah, that's why I had to drop him. I had to move on
He
to
was
better
like,
things.
No,
Oh,
you're just
no.
not doing it.
What would
bit of
you
my
say
animosity.
is your biggest challenge navigating like the music scene, making your music? What's the biggest challenge you face?
I want to say not worrying about anything.
Mhm.
You know, I feel like it's kind of a hard question. I feel like there's so many just like little challenges that I don't really like focus on. I try not to focus on what's not going good. You know, what can I say? Like a big thing for me, I feel like it's just the expectations. To be honest,
The people like
Yeah.
people having expectations
Yeah.
on you and
Yeah.
the stuff
and
that
then
you're
I
putting
put
together.
the pressure on myself as well, where I'm like, okay, like, and I almost want to rush it, where I'm like, okay, like I need to do this, so I'm like, oh, like let me find a videographer and let me do this and that. But like honestly, the best results I've gotten, like it kind of just came naturally,
I see what you mean.
you know. So I had to learn to just trust the process and like allow things to go, especially when you have so much work too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like I can sit here and plan something for each one of these songs, or I can just take it one song at a time and like it'll work itself.
See what happens. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
just like finding your sound, especially, you know, the more you go on, like even like you can attest to it. Like it takes a while before you find a sound that's you and like that's
Yeah.
like your own sense of who you are as an artist. And then maybe at like when you do figure it out, it's still not you, and then you got to keep figuring it out.
Yeah,
you know, it's a whole thing.
That's another thing. I feel like that's such a misconception. Like at first, I was really like, "Damn, I need to find my sound." But then I realized, no, I'm just me, and I'm making sound.
Actually, yes,
You
facts.
know, like I can make a song that sounds like Janae today, and I can also make a song that sounds like Wajeezy tomorrow.
Right.
But like, I'd claim both of them. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like you're not bound to one sound. You're
Yeah,
just kind of
exactly.
doing like whatever sound sounds nice.
Yeah.
No, I mean you had like a. I think the track was D&D, where it was just like trap. It was just like a
Yeah,
complete shift
exactly.
from like R&B and soul and whatever that
Oh,
was
tough.
to just
I just
pure
threw
like
that out.
she's going for it. And I heard like some BK the Ruler on there. I don't know. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I
You
fuck
do?
with
Yeah,
that.
I
yeah.
love
Yeah.
BK the Ruler.
This guy was just talking about BK the Ruler.
I
this
love
morning, and
BK
I'm
the
just
Ruler.
like,
It's my favorite.
okay,
That's one of my
chill.
favorites.
Chill.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Anyways,
But yeah,
Nice.
no, I heard that and I was sort of like, okay, like it's now like about more finding different genres and just playing around with stuff. Would you say?
Yeah, I feel like I think okay, my goal, like this is my approach, this is my secret. This is my secret recipe. I'm gonna like go on different vibes at different times. So like I did my R&B run. Not that I'm done with it, but like, you know, I did my R&B run, then I'll go for a rap run, and then at one point I'll do some country little vibe. You know, like it's all gonna be me, but it'll be different.
Yeah.
You know.
We got like we're still so young. We can just figure out what works and just try stuff and do whatever we want to do. You know what I mean? I don't know. We got more than enough time to try out things and just see where it goes. Honestly.
Why the break? Noah, do you want to ask more about this?
Oh yeah, there was like a little again. I saw like your first little run in like 2020, 2021 sort of thing. A break happened and then L's dropped, which I think was like a couple years break. And so,
damn,
if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to.
No, I'm down. I'm down. That's why I'm here. It wasn't anything like crazy intentional, honestly. I wasn't making music as much. Like I said, last year I went for like a crazy run making music. I went to the studio for the first time December 2022.
Wow.
You know, so like everything before that was just on my phone, and I wasn't with intentions of anything. It was really just like me, and like someone told me to drop it, so I'm like, we'll see how it goes. And like when it started really working, I was like, this is nice. And then I came back from Kenya, and I was like readjusting, to be honest. I wasn't really in my music or anything. I remember December 2021, I did a performance, and that was like random. Because like
out of the blue.
Yeah, like I wasn't focused on music or anything, but my friend who made music was like, oh, they need a girl. Do you want to do it? And I was like, sure.
Why not?
Yeah. And that was that. And then took my break. I did my crazy run last year. And then this year I was like, all right, it's time. You know what I mean?
Time to get back into it.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Are you working on any new music now?
I'm trying to get some stuff like mixed and like finalized for like all streaming platforms. I don't have like a specific when just yet, but I do have just like a bunch of songs. I have some like sessions lined up, but nothing like particular in mind that I want to like make just now, kind of just winging it as I do.
I feel that. That's cool.
We should like set you up with some sort of videographer if you were interested in making like a music video for one of the songs. I don't know if you have a song in mind right now that you were like, this is the music video song.
Els.
Yeah,
you want to do a video for Els?
Yes.
Yeah, I fuck with that. Yeah, do
That'd
that.
be sick. Yeah, I'd
no,
appreciate that.
like if you definitely want a videographer, we know some people. We should.
I know a couple people.
Yeah.
I don't know that many, but I know a few.
Yeah, a handful.
I know a couple people as well. When I did the music, I shot a couple music videos with this one
Nice.
guy, and he had a lot, like good equipment. He was really good at what he did, and so
I edited.
contacts.
Yeah.
I edited the videos. No, I didn't.
No,
I'm
you
just-
didn't.
I'm totally lying.
You just said good job, man.
Yeah, I just said good job. That was basically it. What? Sorry. No. By all means.
Go
No, by all
ahead,
means.
dude. It's fine.
No,
Dude,
fine. It's
literally,
fine. Go ahead.
You mind if I just open?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, that's totally fine. Ask the question.
So, as I said, is there a clothing brand you got, or is there a brand you're working with, or?
Okay, that was when you first said it. I was like, "What is he talking about?" Like,
You just made it up?
Yeah,
okay, because
I
no.
know what you're talking
Okay,
about,
you don't know.
though.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was your brand. That's why in my notes I had like a question mark. I was like,
I should
clothing
claim
brand,
it.
possibly. I don't.
with the question. Yeah, I should claim that brand. Yeah, totally. I have a friend who makes clothes, and so I model for him.
Oh, okay.
You know,
okay,
and so
okay.
he had this idea of also doing like a collective kind of label vibe, where he'd have like people model, and then but like only artists. You know what I mean? So it was like I want to say like entendre, but I don't think that's the word.
Like where no regrets is kind of like both? Is that what you mean?
You know, like it's like label and like.
Oh, you're talking about the label.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
You
like-
dumbass. You
I'm
colossal
sorry.
I think I just
idiot.
misused that word like real bad.
No. Don't blame yourself. It's all his fault.
Yeah, it's
clearly.
me.
Yeah.
We can just point fingers.
You can just get out of the studio, man. I didn't mean it.
Yeah, that's his brand. The purple jumpsuit you're talking about, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so Usborne. His name's Abube. Makes really sick clothes.
And what's his? You said what's his Instagram?
Abube versus the world.
Oh.
Yeah, EBUBEVS.
We'll get it in the bio of the video right here.
All her links, every
Can we
single
edit
link.
it? If I do like a thing, can you like?
Can we just like? Yeah.
You know? Or which cameras?
Yeah, that camera is yours right there. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
should we just put the name right
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Well, let's try it.
Yeah, why not? with our AI generating.
No,
editing
it's
software.
authentic.
No way.
It's authentic editing.
No, No.
Authentic editing, we do it
Stop,
ourselves.
Don't.
We do it ourselves. Don't look at the. Don't look at. Don't look. Don't look.
Stop it.
Say.
So what's next for you? Because we're running short on time. What's kind of next for Keira Rose? What are you gonna do next in terms of your artistic pursuits?
I feel like I gotta keep that a secret.
Ooh.
Well, damn. Okay.
Well, yeah.
A
You
music
can leave
video.
that. No, I'm kidding.
Like to just be upfront like a music video. That's what I need. Like I haven't done a video yet. I just have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Necessity.
Necessity.
Right there.
I think
Bucket list.
discreetness is good. You know, it's
Yeah.
good to be discreet about what you're.
Yeah. Don't.
Oh no,
don't.
you know. Okay. I thought you were like it was like top secret government
Yeah.
stuff.
No, like no one can know.
Don't tell them anything.
Don't tell anybody. And this can't be aired until like 2026.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
No,
Well,
we're
yeah,
deleting
yeah,
this.
yeah,
We're not
yeah.
even streaming.
No,
we're
no,
just,
no.
We're just
no,
having
no,
a
we're just having a
conversation.
conversation. Honestly.
Yeah, I know.
Because then you're gonna have to take it up with some people.
Oh, I'm scared now.
I am too. What to get yourself into? But you are performing on March 30th, correct?
Yes, I
That's
am.
happening. Yes.
I'm also
awesome.
performing tonight.
You performing tonight?
Tonight,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh! Oh
At
my gosh!
Scarlet
Okay.
VIP Mondays. You know, I'm also co-hosting. If anybody wants to pull up,
Scarlet VIP. Where is that at?
Scarlet Nightclub, 571 Queen Street West.
Awesome.
first. Oh my
Wow,
gosh.
that's so cool. I didn't realize that's right tonight.
Tonight,
Wow, okay,
tonight,
y'all.
on a
Keira is
Monday.
performing tonight.
In the club.
In the
Wow,
club.
In the club. That is crazy.
That's so sick. We
That's
wish you the
awesome.
best of luck. we
Thank
hope the
you.
performance
Got it.
goes
Yeah,
really
yeah.
well. I'm
Kill it.
sure it's gonna go great. It's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank you.
And what are like I guess
What are
No. You no.
sorry,
You
I'm
asked
so
no. You asked the question then.
So sorry.
You
No,
asked the
no, go
question.
ahead. I'm sorry.
That was so unnecessary.
I know,
You know
I'm
what?
sorry.
Honestly, it's for the best because I didn't actually have a question.
I know
Oh,
you
word?
did. That's like, I mean, like top
just
top
knew.
secret stuff here. I just know when he doesn't have a question.
Nah, he
We've
just
been
knows.
doing this for so long.
Yeah.
I'm just like, he does nothing.
Nah,
nothing
what
about
are-
it.
How long you guys
what
been
are-
doing this for?
Do you have a last question for our guest?
Yeah, of course I do. To answer your question,
Yeah, thank you.
how long have we been doing this for? We've had like a couple different podcasts since like
2021.
2021,
Wow.
and the first couple were like
Ass.
to put it
I don't even
plainly.
believe it.
This
No.
one right now, the Voices Unearthed, we've
Oh,
been
this
doing
is the
that
best
since September or October.
October.
Okay,
So
nice, nice.
We've
This-
had a bunch of artists on, and you are the first artist that we've had on this season. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Starting off strong.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
It is
We're
gonna be
gonna.
good
I'll do a
episode.
thumbnail for the video. I'll send it to you before we post it.
Yes.
So,
I love when
yeah.
people do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make it a little silly. I'll warp our faces a little bit.
I like that. Cool.
We're gonna make sure to get it out at least before March 30th because we do want to make sure that you got some
100%.
exposure and people
Thank
come
you.
out.
Yeah, that's
we should
dope.
go. We should go. We should
That
go.
would be
You guys should
great.
pull up. That would
Yeah.
be fun.
Where's the performance at?
She just said
Oh, that's tonight. Oh, you want to go tonight?
No.
no,
The
no,
March
30th.
30th one.
the 30th.
The 30th. That one is at Cafe 106.
Yeah, she didn't bring that up already. She didn't
Sorry,
bring that up
sorry,
yet. You're
sorry,
making a whole.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry to you. Not so sorry to you.
Okay, nice. Nice.
Yeah, it's at
Cafe
this-
160.
106.
106.
Yeah. Cafe 106.
Sorry.
wrong with you?
It's on King Street West. It's like in York area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Fire.
Awesome. So yeah, we would love to come
pull up
through
to
and
that.
show some support. Make sure you all go to Cafe 126. Make sure. No, that's not it.
No,
It's okay.
Cafe 106.
Yeah.
Make sure you
Yes,
go
go.
and support on March 30th. Keira Rose, you're gonna be performing alongside other artists as well.
Yeah. A bunch of dope artists.
Gonna be a bunch of dope artists there. It's
Hey,
gonna
listen,
be great.
You want a good night out? March 30th, Easter weekend.
Happy
Go on over. Okay.
Sorry.
You didn't have that. You really didn't have to. have that.
Anyways.
I liked it.
Yeah,
We are getting very short on time, unfortunately. We wish we had more time, but it was a delight to have you on. Thank you so much for
Yes,
coming.
thanks
so
for
much.
having me,
Appreciate it.
It was
guys.
wonderful.
great.
Maybe we
Yeah.
can have you on again at some point in the future. We'll
follow-up
get
episode.
do a follow-up episode,
Yeah.
follow-up
Music
interview.
video drops. L's.
That would be
Great
wonderful.
idea.
Put
Yes,
that. Yeah.
episode.
I mean, it's just our job. We do our job. You know.
Well, it's just our job.
Some light.
Jeez.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning into Voices on Earth this
Yes,
week.
sir.
Thank you to Keira Rose for
Thanks
coming
for
through
having
me. Yes.
and being on this show. We'll put all the links in the description.
Yes, we
and
will.
we'll get this episode up very soon. So
ASAP.
you will see this ASAP,
ASAP.
like Rocky.
Like the
yeah.
mob.
Like what?
Nothing. Just
Yeah.
cut. Just cut it.
I'm just going to cut it.
Yeah, cut it.
Thank you
See
guys so
later.
much.
Take it
And
easy.
we'll see you guys around. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.